welcome to my YouTube channel. You're welcome to VicTeeFashionHub Dates with Victoria. Yeah, today, how are you all doing? Hello, everyone. And if you're here, you're not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn off notification button to see more of my video when I upload it. So I'm waiting for you to put to subscribe. Have you subscribed? Thank you so much. If you have subscribed, you're welcome to the family. You're welcome. So today on today's video, we are going to be doing a little jumpsuit, and very simple. Let me show you guys the picture of what the client really wants. This is what she wants, and I'm going to be using this color. We actually for this color, but we couldn't see the amount of what we want, so we are going to use this color to sew it. I'm just going to cut the down part first. The what do you call it? This is the jumpsuit part, the trouser part. Then I'll go to the upper side. Then I'm going to be putting zip in this side. I don't want the zip to be in the back. I want the zip to be in the side. So let's just start it. Yeah, this thing down. So this is it. You fold for you to cut the front part. You fold your dress into two, just the way I did it. And I hope you guys. Alright, guys. The full and the short length of the person is 37, and the half length is 17. So 17 minus 37 to remain 20 inches. So I don't. So this dress is not going to have lining. Yeah, it's not going to have any lining. So I'm going to be putting 2 inches extra to turn it inside. So that is 20 plus 20, that's 22. So 22 inches, and out of the 22 inches, there's going to be a band. As you can see in the side, there's a band. There is a band. Look at it. There's a band in between. Yeah. There's a band and there's elastic inside. So, and that band we are going to be using. So we use 2 inches. When we remove that 2 inches from 21, that means the length of the trouser will be 20 inches back. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. We'll be 20 inches back. So we draw the 20 inches. Where's my ruler? Where are you? Okay. Yeah. This is it. Okay. Hope you guys can see this thing. You're just following what I'm saying with my mouth, because this thing I don't think is seeable. So now the next measurement is the crotch measurement, and it's 14. So I'm going to be using. Make sure when you are measuring it, you are putting the 2 inches up. Just use your ruler. Don't mind me. I'm used to hand this thing, but make sure you are using your ruler. Don't be like me. Be cool. The two measurements. So we go up by 3 inches. You can go up by 2 inches, or you just measure the best thing from the waist to the hip to get the actual measurement of the person hip. Just go up by 2 inches or 3 inches. So you get the person hip measurement. So this waist is the new measurement. So the first thing that we're going to do, you go to your waist and go in by 1 inches. Go in by 1 inch, just the way I'm doing. Then give it a hip course like that, and join it with that 1 inches in. You could see it's already. It will give you the hip, like it will give you, the hip vibe. So on the nail part, you go in by 1.5 inch. You go in by 1.5 inch. Go in by 1.5 inch on the nail part. So you join it together with this hip, with this one that we have done before. Front is the waist. So for a jumpsuit or a trouser or anything, let me explain this. You are going to divide your waist by 4, divide your hip by 4, but the crotch line you divide it by 2. I'm always saying it's my video, so for the beginners, for the waist, our waist is 45 divided by 4. Sorry guys, divided by 4. That is 11 inches and some dots, 2 dots. 11 inches and 2 dots. So, like you can see on the down part of this dress, it has a bit ruffle in this front. You could see they actually put a bit ruffle and it's kind of a bit free. You could see it very well. So we are going to be adding like 2 inches extra in this front. 2 inches extra apart from, so we are going to be adding 2 inches extra and also 2 inches for the allowance. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to. 2 inches extra for that ruffle and 2 inches extra for the allowance. And the hip measurement 52 divided by 4 is giving us 13 inches. So you measure 13 inches and just add the 2 inches allowance. The 2 inches allowance. So for the crotch line, our crotch line is 33 divided by 2, that is 16 and a half. So you measure the 16 and a half and put this to it. So 16 and a half divided here, then you put the 2 inches extra. 2 inches for the allowance. And for the hip, for the nail I'm going to be using 14 inches for the nail. 14 inches. And I'm going to add 1 inches to it, or 1.5. You can add 1.5, you can add 1 inches. So let me just use 1 inches. So you just draw it like this, just the way I'm doing. White chalk will work. Oh, I should have used white though. Yeah. So, oh my god, this white chalk is even better. So the crotch line. I'm so sorry. I thought the white this thing with no shoe. I don't know it will show so well. I don't know why I was using blue. See this thing, eh? So sorry. I hope you guys. But if you don't understand this, I have video on how to cut a trouser on my YouTube channel. Just check it out and you will get it. So I have video on how to do a jumpsuit. This kind of jumpsuit. Like, not really this type, but how to cut this jumpsuit. It's on my YouTube channel, so just click on it if you. Yeah. This is the what's it called? This is the down part. So this one we are going to use this front. We are going to use it to cut out the back. And let me just cut this front first. Alright guys, so I'm going to be using this front to cut out the back. So I've placed this on top of it and this is it. So the only difference between the back and the front is this waist side you go out by 1 inch. That is that line. I usually used to love the back to have that than the front having that. That of front used to make it more beautiful, trust me too. But I just want this one to have that in the back. So go so from the upper part we are going to go up by 1 inch too. From here you go up by 1 inch, then you draw it like this and meet this edge. So you just draw it to meet this edge, so it's the same thing in the edge. So for this part You are going to go for the waist, you out by go out by 2 inch. Yeah. For the hip, you go out by 2 inches. And for the crotch line, you go out by 2 inches. So for the front crotch line, we are supposed to go out by 1.5 inches. So I changed it to 1.5 inches. So I changed it. I later changed it to 1.5 inch. Nail line, I'm going out by 1.5 inch for the back. For the back one, we go out by 1 inch for the front one. So for this one, we go out by for this one we go out by 1.5 inch. So you just make sure you draw it well, so to not be too. So that is the difference between the front one and the back. So we are going to cut it out now. Do you know I just buy these scissors? And it's the scissors that they are doing now, I just do not understand it. That is all. And we are going to the upper part now. As you can see on the picture I showed to you, there's what's they call it? There's flared in the front. Yeah, there's flared in the front. So I'm going to be cutting the back first. Fold it into two, just where I did it there. You start measuring. So the next thing that we're going to do now is to do our length. Like you could see on the picture I showed you, she actually fold the vest like this. So you need to add like 2 inches extra to the front, to the what do you call it, to the measurements of the half length of your dress. You need to add like 2 inches or 3 inches, just the way you want it. You can add 3 inches, you can add 4 inches. You know our half length is 17. Our half length is 17, so I'm going to be adding 17. Here from that 17, we are going to remove 2 inches of that band, that letting the removing the 2 inches just like this. Simple method you can actually use to achieve this kind of thing. Do the armhole line, and the armhole is 8. Sorry, the armhole is 8 inches, and the waistline is 17 inches or 8 or 16 inches, you can see. So this is it. The armhole measurement is 8 inches. Then you draw a straight line from this place to this place. You get it? This is the barcode, and you get. So you measure the person hip, bust. Sorry, the person bust is, you measure your client bust and divide it by 4. 48. This person bust is 48. 48 divided by 4. 12. So that's it, 12 inches. 12 inches, and so you get your armhole line. But this armhole is not really useful anyway. It's not useful like that. So the bust line too. Okay, the waistline, you divide it by 4. You divide, person waist is 30, 40, 45. So we divide it by 4 to give us 11 and 2 dot. So that is it. And you know the dress is actually a free dress, so we are going to be adding 3 inches for the freeness, and free dress from the down part, from the waist. So it's a free dress from the waist. The bust is not actually free, so the bust we just add only 2 inches. So from it's only the waist that is free. So you just dress like this. Try to on shoulder that you want. If you want your own off shoulder to be 6 inches, so you just draw the 6 inches and draw a straight line like this. But to be 6 inches, so you draw the straight line of the 6 inches. So this is what we are going to cut out. Let me cut it out so you guys will see what I'm trying to say. So this is what we are going to cut out. We used to cut out the back too. So I told you guys among between these 2 inches, that is where we are going to join our zip to. So this is it. So I'm going to be using the fabric to turn it and make a this thing out of it. This is it. Yeah, this is the front and this is the back, and this is the down part. So the next thing that we're going to do now is the flare. So we have like 3 flare in that front. Actually be using a normal flare measure, like we'll be using a normal flare just like this and fold it like this. So we're cutting the lining and the fabric together like at once. You can use, if you know, you can use fly-on. There's how to cut fly-on on my page, but this one I want to use flare method. Yeah, I'm going to do now is cut out the band. I'm going to cut out the band. The band is a straight line. You use a straight line and you're going to cut it into two. When I cut it, I'll show you guys what I'm trying to see. So the next thing that we're going to do now is just go and join this together. I'm going to go and join this side and this. I'm going to join this one and this one together, and I'm going to do this one too. I'm just going to join everything. So I think I should reshape this thing because to the normal size, because the nipples to nipples of the person is 4.5. Is that's 9 inches divided by 2. That's 4.5. So this font should not be more than 9 inches or even more 10 inches. Okay, guys, I'm cutting out the flange now. So the thing that I did is have this I measured this place because we are going to place the flare on the first one on top of this piece. So I measured this place and this is giving me 12 inches. 12 inches is too much. So I'm going to be cutting a bit out. I'm going to be cutting like half inches out. Okay, so this is giving me 11 inches right now. So I've measured this front part and I'm going to divide it. So if I measure it, then I'll measure the length I want because I'm still going to sew it here. I'm still going to sew it here. So I'm going to measure the length I want the flare to be. So I'm thinking of making it 4 inches, or the 4 inches we get to here. Or let me just make it 3 inches. Yes, 3 inches. 3 inches, because the next one too will follow it. We follow it like that, and the next one too will follow it. So 3 inches should be okay for this side. 3 inches will be okay for this side. So I measure this, then I fold the flare into 4. So this is the way I fold it. I fold the one and I fold the second one like this. Look at it. I fold the first one, then I fold it. This is 2. Then I'll fold it again. Then I'll fold it again. That is the 4. Sorry, I don't want this light to be because I want to cut both the lining and the fabric together. so there will not be where I'm looking for where to put the lining. So I'm going to be cutting 4 of this. So after that, you do it like this. I hope you get what I'm trying to say. So this is how we are going to cut the 3 flares. So I'm going to be showing you guys only this one. So the others I'll do it offline because I don't want this video to be too long that you feel bored by then. I divide 11 by 4, sorry. I'm going to be dividing it by 4. So that is what we make it. So you just draw this one. So I'm going to be measuring it. So you just do it like this. This is 4.5 and it's okay. So this is 4.5, but if you don't want it to be too, I want to check if this thing is well placed. 1, 2, 3. Alright. So I want it to be more larger a bit because so I want to draw it to be more large. So you can see what I'm doing. Just make sure you measure it and you measure your front part. I don't know, this chalk is not dry. This white chalk, I don't even understand this chalk safe. So I hope you understand what I'm trying to. Okay, this is 5 now. So as you know that the measurement here, we're going to be using 2. So I want to measure it 4 inches. So I'm still going to be cutting some out. Let me just use 4 inches. So when I get there, if it's too long, I'll cut it a bit. But if it's not too long, then I'll leave it. So this is how I'm going to cut the others too. So when I place this one on the front, then I'll measure the next one. So I'm still, maybe I'll just do the second one with you guys. So you see how this ring light thing. Well, let's put. So I'm cutting the flare out. Two. Okay. This is the lining and the fabric together. So where's the front? Okay. This is the front. Yeah. This dress, the back and the front is looking the same thing. I'm looking for the front and the back. So as well looking so. Okay, this is the front. Wow, I didn't even know it's the front that I wrote front to it. So I'm going to be placing this here. So you can see I'm going to be placing this here. I'm going to be putting a bit. So placing this. You see it's much. I make it much because I'm still going to join it here. So when I put it like this, it will be able to cover all this way. You know, if you do the same measurement with this way, when you want to drag it, it will just look like this. It will now you see it. But when it's a bit longer than this size, you just drag it like this. So even when you are dragging it, it will still be the same thing with this front. I don't know if you can get what I'm trying to say. So this is it. So I'll now measure the next one like this. The next flare must be in the down part of this one. Then I'll measure it and I'll start the flare from here too. So I'll measure the flare. Sorry. Hey, this thing. Then I'll put the next one down part like this. Then I'll measure it like this. How many I want it to be. And I'll divide it and I'll cut it just the way I do this. So I'm going to go and do the first one, the second step and the third step and come and show it to you guys how it looks. Then after that, then we know the next thing to do. Okay, my people, so I'm done joining everything. So let me show you guys. So this is the front. Voila! So this is the flared that I've done to it. I've done the 3 steps. So this is it, as you can see. So I'm done with this, the 3. So this is the back. So there is nothing in the back, so I just have to join the back with the front. And yeah, and I already told you guys that the zip, I want to put it in the side, not in the back. So this is the down part of, this is the down part, and this is the back. I put, like I told you guys, I love that in the back, so I put that in the back. So for the front has pocket, so I've joined the pocket to it, and this is it. Ooh, ooh, ooh. If you want me to do video on how to do a pocket, you just let me know. So yeah, this is it. So the next thing that we're going to do is cut out the band that is in the middle. So I'm going to be cutting out the band of the person waist. You know, our waist is 45, so I'm going to be cutting out 45 inches. So that 45 inches is the one that, you know, there's some places that they actually do a pleating, small pleating in the front and in the back. So and has a thread, a elastic and thread inside. So let's just go. To do first now is just join the back and the front together. Yeah, this back and front. So I'm just going to join it with the allowance that I put there. I'll join the two together. So when I join it together, I'm still going to look for a long thread. So I'm going to use to join this. I'm going to use it to join this space, and the thread. I'm going to be using the materials. It's just like I'm going to use the materials like bias. You know, when you're turning a bias, you would use it to turn the dress. Sorry, you use it to turn the dress in jazzy. But the thing is that I'm going to use it to turn the dress in, and I'm going to also use it to do the hand. I'm going to do that, and I'll do the secure the side and secure the next side, and I will come and show you guys how it look, and I'll use that to explain more. Then for the back and for the down part, I'm going to join the two together too. Then join those two together with the allowance I put there. So I'm going to be joining. You see that this space is a bit bigger than the front because of the hip and the crotch line. I'm going to join the crotch line, clear it, and join it in the back. Then I'm going to cut the band, and when I cut the band is going, let me just cut the band. All right guys, I want to cut the band with you guys. So I split the dress into two, so I just do it like this, and I'm going to be, so I want to cut it easy way for me. So I'll split it like this too. So it will be easy. Then I want to cut this, we call it itiaje. I forgot the English that we usually used to use. You shall see this. I want to cut it away. So I'm going to be using this for this. I'm looking for chocolate. Okay, I didn't even know where I put the white chalk. So I'm going to be measuring, you know, inch. So I'm going to cut 5 inch, but I'm still going to split it into two. I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. I'm going to explain very soon. I'm still going to split it into two because the dress is into two. It has upper part and it has down part. So I'm still going to split it. When I get that, I'll let you get. So that's two. The other one between 2.5. So 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. 2.5. So this one, then I'll cut this one too. This is it. So this one is, so we're going to do it like this. You could see. So when it's time for me to join it, I will let you guys know. Let me first of all go and join the both sides together, and I will tell you guys how we are going to join this with the clothes and the, what do you call it, elastic. Alright guys, I'm done joining. This is the down part. So I've joined everything together, like you could see. This is the pocket, and this is the other pocket. So I've joined everything. I've not joined the down part, but I've joined the side of the back Then same thing with the upper part. So I've joined in and I've put the thread. You can see the thread. And look at the front. Oh yeah. I'm falling in love with this dress. So this is the side. I've joined this side. So this is where I'm gonna put the zip, like you can see, and this is the zip I'm using. Yeah, this is the zip I'm gonna be using. So this one is going to be in the side. I'm going to fix it now. I just want to show you guys. So for joining, so after when I finish joining this zip, when I finish joining this zip, so I'm going to be joining this thing, this band with the front part. So I'm going to be doing it like this, and here, and you place the other one in the other side, and you sew it round. And when you're sewing it, make sure you are putting the pleating, you know, the 2 inches pleating we put there, you know, small pleating in the front and the back. So when we are done with that, so I'll bring out the elastic that is enough for me. So you just measure the elastic that is going to be enough for you. So I put in the elastic, and when I'm done with this one, when I'm done with joining this band with the upper side, so I'm going to be joining, when I want to join this one with the down part, I'll be joining it with the elastic. I'll be putting the elastic inside the, I hope you're getting me. I'm putting the elastic inside. Are you getting it? I hope so. So I'll be putting the elastic inside, because I'll first of all join one side of the dress with the dress. So I'll first of all join one side of this to this down part. So when I want to now close it like this, I'll be putting the elastic inside. So I'll be dragging the elastic, I'll be putting the elastic, so the dress will be jumping and doing together, put it together. So let me just go and do this and I'm going to show you guys what I'm trying to see. I'll be back. Thank you. And if you're watching now, you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, what did I do to you? I offend you. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel and do not forget to turn off the notification button to see more of my video when I upload it. So let me quickly go and do it. Alright guys, I'm done with you could see the elastic in the, you see it? Yeah, you see the joining, and yeah, that is it. And look at the back, yeah, all elastic does there. So you make the thread that I'm going to put in this middle. So I'm going to cut this space a bit, and I'll use a safety pin to put the long thread that they use the fabric to put in, do a bow or something, a small gel that they can use a hand. So that's what this, and I'm done with the fabric. So I'm done with the stash out. So the next thing now, I'm just going to go to this down part and stitch it inside. I'm going to secure it inside, then I'm going to do the thread that I told you guys. After that, the work is done already. It's looking beautiful. It's looking beautiful and nice. So I'm going to put it on mannequin to show you guys all, just to see the outcome of the video after this. So thank you so much for watching this, and if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, when you watch it, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn off notification button to see more of my video when I upload it. And I hope this video is helpful to you, and thank you. I love you guys. See you on my next video. Bye. Subscribe, do not forget, and do not forget to turn off notification button. Happy. Thank you guys. I love you guys. Bye. So this is the dress. It's come out so beautiful. Oh my god. Like, if you're watching this and you've not subscribed to my YouTube channel, I don't know what you're waiting for. Actually. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn off the notification button to see more of my video when I upload it. I know you're loving this. So if you want to see more of this, make sure you